but couldn't comprehend what I had just been through. The truth was, I could hardly comprehend it. I needed time to process, come to terms with everything, and catch my breath. If possible, I needed time to make meaning out of it. I just needed time. Of course, Karen said, the consistent voice of reason and stability of our otherwise chaotic existence, no doubt hearing the emotion in my voice. I've got everything covered here. The kids won't be home from camp for another few days anyway. Karen's response was a welcomed balm for my frayed nerves. At least everything was stable at home, while I could decompress for a day or two. I thought I had prepared for every challenge the journey would bring, yet I'd failed. When I set out to climb the 7-second summits, I knew it wouldn't be like your average mom of 7 setting a goal for herself. This was a life and death kind of challenge, one most wouldn't even consider. Expectations included minimal hand-holding, very few full nights of sleep, and the foregoing of all creature comforts we typically associate with a comfortable life. Not to mention, eating very few square meals would be a necessary part of the plan. I wasn't naive. I understood the physical toll, sores, aches, the pervasive sand and snow. I was no stranger to discomfort and pain. I'd trained for this. While climbing a mountain had its unique challenges, the ascent mirrored my experience in the corporate world, the highs and lows, the moments of doubt, and the elation of success. Both on the mountain and in business, conditions were unpredictable, tested my resilience, and pushed me to adapt. The altitude might be different, but the tenacity required was the same. This unyielding determination has been the cornerstone of my success, both in reaching the summits and building a business. For more than 20 years, I've carved my path as an entrepreneur. I founded a thriving financial services firm through tenacity, perseverance, and an insane work ethic. I pursued these accomplishments to provide a comfortable lifestyle, afford my family's needs, and secure the financial resources necessary for an unprecedented adventure. To climb the second highest peak on each of the 7 continents. An incredible feat no woman had previously achieved. By the time I'd made it to Pakistan, I'd already summited Mount Everest. Incidentally, not one of the second summits, but rather a challenge set forth by my youngest son on a bit of a dare nearly a year earlier, and come back in one piece. I thought I was well acquainted with discomfort and pain, well equipped with the necessary skills to take on another daring peak. Little did I know what lay ahead. K2 had its own set of unparalleled challenges. Nothing had prepared me for Pakistan. I wasn't steeled against watching fellow climbers lose fingers to frostbite, enduring avalanches as frequent as wind gusts, or navigating the moral dilemma of mistrusting some of my porters, the very individuals tasked with guiding me safely to the summit. I especially never thought I'd be in a situation where I'd be burying a trusted friend who'd come to my aid in a previous climb, but whose life was taken in an avalanche. Still, all of the hardship was supposed to be worthwhile. All the sacrifices, the back-breaking climbs, and the deceptively treacherous trails were supposed to culminate in the clear, exhilarating view from a mountain's peak. Though we don't climb for the view. We climb to prove we are alive and capable of overcoming. The will of the human spirit has no adversary. But I didn't summit. I'd failed. I'd lost. I'd quit. I felt on the brink of breaking. I knew I was being a little hard on myself. Success is not the same as summiting. After all, who we are as people is more important than what we achieve. And I wasn't the kind who just gave up, especially after all the work and sacrifice.